Okay, so I think 110 would be a good point for me to stop after I finish it. So we are gonna review Beastars Chapter 110. I don't know what beer tastes like. Yeah. So let's take a short break. So let's see. The residents of the hidden condo are made up of many different species with their own unique struggles. Knowing the unknown. Interesting. So is it going to be a hidden condo chapter? Or we get introduced to more characters? Because we know Zagwan lives there. Let's see. Oh? Oh, it's Sebun and Legacy. So it's going to be a chapter with them. So let's see. In a shopping date with Sebun. What? What's your shoe size, Legacy? 33.5 centimeters. My insteps are pretty big, so I always have to wear shoes with shoelaces like this pair. Hmm. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, and Sabun's a sneaker, like a she's a sneaker fiend. She loves shoes, so this is kind of like her area of expertise here. Let's see. Huh? Those plain manufactured shoes? A teenager like you should have way more options to pick from. Hmm. Well, actually, large breed carnivore attire tends to be simple, especially for young carnivores. Aren't you just speaking for yourself? Because that's very untrue for the development team in the company I work for. Middlemouse Sporting Goods Company, um, that I work for, is a brand that's aimed for young carnivores. They're always trying to design their shoes to appeal to adolescent carnivores. Hmm, Middlemouse. Man, if this is gonna be if let's speak properly. I'm tired. Okay, so if Legacy has problems shoe shopping, I can relate to that as well. Like, I can't. I mean, at least he can walk into a store and kind of pick out what he likes. I can't go into stores to pick out shoes. My feet are like huge. I have like, well, I have a size 16 shoe, so it's like really tough to put out, like to pick out shoes for me, especially ones that I like. And 9 times out of 10, when I do go into a store, I don't know why I don't learn my lesson. Like anything's changed all these years, but when I do go to a store, the only shoes they have in stock that are my size are like the ugliest pair like in the store. It's actually infuriating thinking about it. So most of my shoes are actually custom made. I custom make them. I design them and tell them, what materials I want made out of them, the color, and do all that. They're more expensive, but it's like they're gonna be expensive anyway. Yeah, but for some reason, like in sandal, it's like 14, which is like size 14, which was weird. I never like a pair of Crocs. I've never had Crocs before, but yeah, that kind of threw me off. How I had to first time in my life I actually had to return a pair. Uh, that was that was strange. Still thinking about that. So yeah. Anyway, back to Legacy. Let's see. I took Legacy the Grey Wolf with me to the store so he can give me some insight about how he picks out his shoes. Hmm. Well, he doesn't look like he cares about fashion. I feel that. Maybe I shouldn't have taken him with me. Well, I just think less carnivore students are restricting themselves to only hanging out with other carnivores. There's a reason for that. Let's see. Hmm? Sorry you had to see that. Oh, she showed her his feet. Kind of terrifying. Well, here's my point. That looks like it could kill. Most carnivores have savage looking feet, so a carnivore with a pair of flashy shoes on would give the impression that they don't want to be around herbivores. So there are less carnivore students like that. Yeah, since pretty much all the students in my school want to get along with each other regardless of species. Is that the same for adults? No, not for adults. Hmm? Oh, never mind. I really appreciate your insight. Thank you. Oh, wow. I didn't notice that. So, I might go back and reread the other chapters, and I'll pay attention to their shoes and whatever now. That's interesting. Okay. So he said a carnivore with a pair of flashy shoes on would give the impression that they don't want to be around herbivores. Interesting. Okay, so Sebun. Okay, so it's an innocent mistake because she didn't have the insight to know that, because Legosi's literally from a school setting, so that's an important point to make. So instead of making like flashier shoes, they should kind of do the opposite. Like, well, at least their company. That's valuable information because they'll sell more shoes. They'll make them just nice enough, but nothing too flashy, so carnivores could feel comfortable, much more comfortable. Since a lot of their schools, especially like Cherryton, like are cohabitated with carnivores and herbivores together. So, yeah. Interesting. Oh, interesting. You're welcome. I need to go to the restroom. It won't take long. He's such a pleasant guy to talk to. Hard to believe he's an ex-convict. Alright. Hmm? My co-workers. Hey, Lamb! Oh, it's them from the office. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait. I didn't even notice. They're already starting. They're already starting. Lamb? That's not her name. It's Cebu, and it's really cool. It's a cool name. So let's see how this is gonna go. Already starting off disrespectful. But at the same time, hold on. This is a perfect opportunity. Because, I believe last week, we got into into Sebun, literally chapter 100, I believe. So this could be a moment for her to actually stand up for herself, because something that I said during chapter 100 is kind of like how she enables them to do this by not saying anything, you know? And that's what really got under my skin. Like her letting this go on. She knows damn well her name is not Lamb, right? Her name is Sebun, right? And I'm still in the camp that these guys, they're just saying it out of good fun. Like there's no malicious intent there. That's my opinion anyway. Until I like it's stated otherwise, but that's just my opinion, right? But it's causing a lot of mental stress to Sebun here. So let's see how this goes. She should talk to them. Cause look at her face. Cause she made a big deal out of being like bullied at work and stuff. And don't get me wrong, she most definitely was bullied, but she's not doing a lot to help her case. But I don't think they're malicious with their intent, though. That's just how I see it. It's like that joke that just gets pushed a little too far to the point where it's not like funny anymore. So we'll see. Oh no, this is the worst. Long time no see. It's been so long. Lamb did Lamb did transfer after all. So why are you looking at the shoe stores when you're on vacation? That's a lot of passion. We've got the same passion, you know, but it hasn't been long since you got transferred. You're so inspirational. Hmm. Well, sure, it's a habit. What can you do? Ah, this feeling of oppression. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Breathe in, breathe out. What did she mean by oppression? Oh, wait, I get it. They're still calling her Lamb. But they're not like antagonizing her though. Well, maybe I'm misreading it. Maybe I should reread it. I guess from her perspective, it does look like it though. Maybe. I'm just not getting those vibes from these guys. Sure, they're being assholes by calling her Lamb, but that's the thing though. I don't think they know that they are really. She hasn't said a word about it. She just kind of holds her head down and well, yeah, holds her head down and she just kind of takes it, right? I'm used to it. Breathe in, breathe out. Don't say anything. Be passive. That's not the way. Anyway. Oh, Legosi's back. The stalls are full. What? Why don't you wait by the door? Hmm? I don't really see the point. So Legosi came back. Wait, but there's no one. Stalls are full. There's no one else in the store. Wait, did I miss something? Yeah, there's no one else in the store. That's a lie. Hmm. Alright, so let's see. Look at their face. They're like, oh, he's huge. Yeah. Hello, I'm Sebun's neighbor. Oh, neighbor? What a surprise. I thought you were Lamb's boyfriend and that maybe she was having a wild streak or something. I thought you were Lamb's boyfriend. Okay. Lamb's boyfriend. Hmm? Her name is Sebun, not Lamb. Is that a nickname or something? Okay, see, look. Even Legosi, like, caught on to that. Sebun, not Lamb. Because it's like a way of they're not humans, but you know what I mean. Dehumanizing her, I guess. That's a dehumanizing name to just call someone. She has a name, right? A name, personality, aspirations, all that. Okay, so is that a nickname or something? Yeah. Legosi, this is how adults banter with each other. They're just joking, right, guys? No. Like, no, that is not your name. Like, I hate this. I hate that so much. Like, it bothers her. And here's a golden opportunity for her to be like, yo, no, my name's Sebun, right? Like, Legosi, she wants to go along with something she doesn't like, yeah? So, now she's seeking their validation, like, it's okay. Like, yeah, you could call me Lamb, yeah. One of the guys, yeah, call me that. Oh. Yeah. We didn't mean any harm. What the? Well, they didn't keep that same energy, did they? Look how they are. Look at their ears. His ears. And how they're holding their hands and holding their heads down, right? Like in shame. Yeah, we didn't mean any harm. Hey, guys? I know her real name's Sebun, but if you really think about it, isn't it really tasteless? Who started it? Was it you? No, it was the boss. Hey, we're sorry. We're sorry we got in the way of your private life. See you at work. Bye, Sebun. What? What just happened? What the heck? They just changed their attitude so quickly. Legosi didn't do anything. He just... Oh, that's the... Oh, okay, I get it now. That's the point. As soon as he... That's the point. This is what they look like from Sebun's perspective, right? And then as soon as Legosi shows up, this is where it happened, right? This is where their tones change, because you have to remember, they're animals. Like, we humanize them, but they are animals. And when they see a much bigger, stronger animal, alpha fucking male come out, their tone changed immediately. They started reflecting as soon as he called out, like, their blatant, like, disrespect with just this. Well, he didn't even call it out. He brought attention to how they weren't calling her by their name, and that was enough. Just his presence alone was enough to get them to think about, like, oh wait, we've been messing up. Like, her name isn't Lamb, it's actually Sebun. She has a name, and I bet that's it didn't that's not satisfying at all because it didn't come from Sebun. Like this entire time I wanted Sebun to have her moment to stand up to these guys, right? Because look at her compared to them, she's so little, right? I mean, it's kind of a blessing that Legosi showed up, but I felt like it should have came from her, right? This little thing right here, telling off these carnivores, like, yo, that's not my name. Get it right. It's Sebun. I'm not Lamb. It is Sebun. But, you know, the unfairness of it, just to have Legosi show up, and by virtue of him being born a strong, large carnivore, like through intimidation, this happens, right? And I feel like that tying it back to what Legosi's grandfather Gosha said. Like, what did he say? It was a lesson that it was something about pacifism, right? It was like pacifism doesn't mean anything unless it's the strong who uphold it, right? This is a perfect example of that, right? Legosi has the power to enforce pacifism just because he's stronger. He has the power to defend it. It doesn't mean anything unless you have the power to defend it. So, yeah. And he didn't even have to do anything. He just had to show up and show that he's stronger. Well, they made that observation themselves, so that's why they're submitting. Not submitting, they're being passive now. They're pacified. So they just leave? Let's see, these are flashbacks. I heard that you have to transfer. Well, I always knew it'd be hard for a sheep to work in sales. That makes sense considering we've got a heavy project coming up. I don't know how lamb chops would help. I don't know how lamb chops would help. I'm just teasing. I've struggled so hard to endure all the bullying in the company. Are you okay? To tell you the truth, I only came here because you looked like you were in trouble. Hmm. Okay, so Legacy was lying. The store is empty. The stalls most definitely were not full. I'd be mad. That's just me. If I were in Cebu's shoes. Don't get me wrong, Legacy's not in the wrong here. If anything, it's Sebun's own fault for not even trying, in my opinion. But at the same time, I wonder how she's gonna react to this. I'd be mad. I'm a little mad. I'm not mad. I'm just a little frustrated that it didn't come from her, and I'm wondering if she feels the same way. I like to get in the head of these characters, like even these guys over here. Like I said before, like maybe like I didn't really get a lot of malicious intent. Like they were purposely doing it. And where was it? It was this part right here. I know her name's Sebun, but if you really think about it, isn't it really tasteless? Who started it? Was it you? No, it was the boss. Herd mentality right here. Herd mentality. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. What's happening? I've struggled so hard to endure all the bullying in the company. And yet, so you came to my rescue, is that it? Oh, she's mad. Okay. What? I'm leaving. I've got business to take care of. Wait. I thought you were on vacation. What's wrong? Did I do something to make you mad? Aw, that's not fair. Hold on, hold on, hold on. So come on now. That's so not fair. See, Legacy was only trying to help. Like, he wasn't trying to. Alright, so pretty much I'm trying to put myself in Sebun's, like, shoes here and trying to, like, understand where she's coming from as a character. Maybe she feels belittled that Legacy came to help, right? But Legacy wasn't doing it to undermine her, right? Just like her coworkers have been undermining her all this entire time because she's a weak herbivore. Legacy was just doing it to be a good friend. And in my opinion, that's precious. That's valuable. Because there's not a lot of people. Actually, there's not anyone in Cebu's corner. Sebun's corner. But Legacy was there. He's just a really good friend. In the same way that Jack is a good friend to Legacy. So let's see what's gonna happen. I don't think that's fair. But it's understandable because all that anger and frustration that she's been bottling up all this time, she's been, keep in mind, this is the first time she's able, she's showing any type of emotion. And she's been depressed all this time, mind you, to the point where she tried to unalive herself, right? So all that anger and frustration, it it's being directed, it's coming up, it's finally coming out from being bottled up all this time, and it's being directed at Legacy. I'm pretty sure this is relatable. Like I've seen this in real life, even been in situations like this in real life. Where you lash out at the wrong person. It's just like wrong place, wrong time, and you got the brunt of it even if you've had nothing to do with it whatsoever. So I feel for both of them right now. But what's important is how they recover from it. So let's see how it goes. So she storms off. Is it because they thought I was your boyfriend? I'm sorry that might subject you to some teasing. I can write a letter to clear your name. He's a kid, and he's such a damn brat. Stop talking, Legos. You're making it worse. So why? Why does a kid like you have more privilege to speak than I do? Ah, yep. That's something we've already talked about. It's because he was born with that privilege. One, Legacy was born a male. Two, Legacy was born a carnivore. Three, Legacy was born a strong carnivore, right? Legosi is very much the apex predator of his species. Legosi is an alpha. That is his privilege. So he can do that. Just by virtue of him existing with the genes he was born with. Whereas Sebun is one, small, two, a woman, and three, a herbivore, right? So there are two different power spectrums that play here, even though Sebun is older and Legosi's a kid. Appearances do very much matter in this world, and in the real world too. Appearances are almost everything. Almost. It's what people value. I felt like that was a plot point at some, like, further back. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm still excuse me. I'm thinking of, that was actually a plot point in, Fire Punch. If you've never read Fire Punch, mentally prepare yourself to read Fire Punch. It's actually one of my favorite manga now. The more I think about it, the more the more and more relevant it just becomes. But yeah, that was a plot point in Fire Punch. Anyway, you're a social outcast who's 12 years younger than me, and yet you shut them up with just a few words and not even a single fake smile. All because you're a big carnivore. Ah, there it is. And okay, so this is a shitty situation, but at the same time, like, it's making me sad, but in a good way. How blessed, like, really, I know these are just like characters, but I feel like, I don't know, people should think of it like from this perspective. How blessed is Sebun to have a friend like Legosi, the first carnivore, large carnivore, to actually be genuine with Sebun and respect her, right? It is a privilege for Sebun to be able to vent her frustrations and her problems to Legosi and have him listen to her when no one else would, right? That's wonderful. I love to see this. So sure, she's being kind of mean to him, but at the same time, she doesn't mean it. She really doesn't. Sure, she's frustrated at him, but it's not necessarily him. I feel like it's more so at herself. That's just my take on it. But anyway, let's continue. This is good. This scene right here, this is wonderful. it doesn't even feel like it's like being ham-fisted at all. It's like a natural progression of what we've already seen, and I like how it's coming out again to the forefront with its own like mini plot. All right, let's do it. In the end, the career I worked so hard for, endured so much for, is nothing but a sham. Sebun. I thought they were just being nice because I was a stranger and all. No, their ears were drooping. That's a sign of being submissive. She knows more about carnivores than I do. Sebun. Um, Thank you very much. Sebun. Oh, so she's just ignoring him? She went to get beer? mm, but I like that Sebun's talking it out, though. Like, if not to Legosi, who would she be venting to? Instead of bottling it in, she's being genuine about how she feels. For the first time, arguably, this is the first time she opened up to Legosi and she's showing her true self to Legosi. So that's actually wonderful. Not even a single fake smile, which is what she's been doing all this time. So she's just free to be herself. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. This is, I don't know, Beastars, man. So, it's just so good. Why are you following me? I want to drink alone. Well, I just want to talk to you. I'm sorry I wasn't thinking about how you felt. Don't apologize when I'm the one at fault. You're making me feel miserable. Mm-hmm. And even now, Legosi is still being a friend to Sebun, right? So much to appreciate here in this scene. Okay, then, what do you want me to do? I want you to shut up and drink this juice with me. Aw, so Sebun bought an extra juice for Legosi. I like this. That's awesome. You've done nothing wrong, obviously. Do you still want me to shut up? Such a stick in the mud. Aw, that's awesome. No words need to be exchanged. Like, Legosi, like, he didn't do anything wrong. Sebun recognizes that, and she's moving past it. Because she knows he meant well, right? She's, you know, this is something Legosi can't fix. She has to work through her own stuff. Her own shit. But at least he's there, right? He's being there, and they're being a friend. And sometimes all you can do is just share a moment of silence, just share a drink with each other, just share each other's company. So that's really sweet. This scene right here, man, I can't wait till this gets animated. I'm getting goosebumps. This is gonna be amazing. And also, you know how this is called the hidden condo? It's kind of funny how it's supposed to be hidden, but it has a huge sign announcing what it is. Anyway, moving on. I knew that voice. Was that you, Legosi? I knew that voice was you, Legosi. Oh, Zagwan, huh? I'm glad you have your clothes on. Sebun, meet Zagwan. A pleasure to meet you. I am the spotted seal from the room 302. Sebun, like the number 7? Lucky 7. What a nice name. Oh, is her name really 7? Oh, I'm an idiot. Wow, I'm slow. That's literally 7. It's literally 7. Okay. 7. Oh, I wonder if that's how they pronounce it, like in Japanese or something. Jeez, I can't believe I'm drinking while I'm on vacation. Sorry you have to see me like this. I'll go get a drink, Zagwan. The act of protecting alone isn't kindness. He absorbs himself into the new world with his new friends. Awesome. This was a really good chapter. There's just so much to these characters, and they even have a new friend. Like, Zagwan has met Sebun. I like how it's like coming full circle now, so we have like a little trio. Anyway, this has been chapter 110. I had fun. I hope you have fun, and I will see you during the next one. Be good. Bye now.